Imagine you're sitting in a coffee shop. The person next to you is dressed in casual jeans, sipping an ordinary black coffee. Nothing fancy. You wouldn't look twice. But what if I told you, oh, this unassuming person is actually a millionaire? And not just any millionaire, but the type who quietly builds wealth while the rest of the world chases luxury cars and designer brands. Sounds unbelievable. Well, let me introduce you to the hidden habits of America's wealthiest individuals, revealed in The Millionaire Next Door. Act 1. The myth versus the reality. We all have an image of what a millionaire looks like, right? A big mansion, a shiny sports car, and of course the latest luxury gadgets. But the reality is much different. Let's meet Tom and Lisa. They live in a modest middle-class neighborhood, and their house could easily be mistaken for that of any average family. Their car, a 10-year-old sedan with a few dings here and there. No flashy jewelry, no expensive vacations, just hard-working individuals with a goal. Tom runs a small plumbing business and Lisa teaches high school history. Sounds pretty ordinary, right? Well, here's the twist. Together, they've accumulated over $3 million in net worth. How did they do it? By doing something most people don't even think about, living below their means. You see, wealth isn't about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and how wisely you manage it. Tom and Lisa weren't chasing status, they were chasing financial freedom. Act 2. The 7 Secrets of Wealthy People. So what are the key habits that allowed Tom and Lisa to build this wealth? How do other people like them do it? Let's dive into the 7 principles of America's millionaires. 1. They live below their means. Wealthy people don't spend money on things they don't need. They don't live for the weekend shopping sprees or feel the pressure to own the latest gadget just because it's trending. Instead, they carefully evaluate every purchase. It's not about deprivation, but about making smarter decisions with money. Think about this. Many millionaires live in homes that are smaller than what they could afford, wear clothes that are several seasons old, and choose not to splurge on extravagant vacations. The goal is to save and invest, not to impress. A prime example, the authors interviewed one millionaire whose annual income was over $500,000, yet his home was worth less than $400,000 and he drove a modest pre-owned car. It's a stark reminder that the truly wealthy don't need to flaunt their wealth. They let their assets grow quietly in the background. 2. They invest early and consistently. Building wealth isn't about making huge, risky moves. It's about being consistent. Millionaires start investing early in life and do so consistently. They know that time, not timing, is what makes investments grow. For instance, a wealthy couple may start investing in their 20s. Even though their initial investments are modest to you at just a few $100s a month, they continue to grow over decades, compounding year after year. This strategy takes patience, but the results are undeniable. Think of investing like planting seeds. You may not see a large tree overnight, but over time, with consistent care, your money can grow into something significant. 3. They avoid debt like the plague. One of the most critical habits for building wealth is avoiding debt. Millionaires don't live on credit cards or buy things they can't afford. They understand that interest rates on debt can eat away at their wealth. Instead of buying a new car with a loan, they save up and pay for it in full. Instead of taking on a large mortgage, they buy homes within their budget. Debt is the enemy of financial freedom, and millionaires know this. Debt keeps you trapped in a cycle of payments and interest that reduces your ability to accumulate wealth. Millionaires know that if you can't afford something now, you shouldn't buy it. They practice delayed gratification, knowing that they'll be able to purchase more later without the burden of loans. 4. They value financial independence over social status. The truly wealthy aren't concerned with impressing others. They don't get caught up in keeping up with the Joneses. In fact, the idea of impressing people with flashy cars, large homes, or designer clothes is something that doesn't even cross their minds. Why? Because they understand that financial independence is far more valuable than social status. It's the difference between looking rich and being rich. Millionaires focus on creating wealth that will last long-term, while others may focus on temporary material things that don't add value to their lives. For example, they might spend more time reading financial books, attending seminars, or meeting with a financial advisor than they do shopping or going to fancy events. Their goal is not to be seen as wealthy, but to actually be wealthy. 5. They are self-employed or own a business. Most millionaires don't work high-paying corporate jobs. Instead, they own their businesses or have multiple streams of income. From running a small restaurant to investing in real estate, they know that the best way to build wealth is to control their income sources. Being self-employed or owning a business allows them to grow their wealth at their own pace. They understand that their income is directly tied to their effort and their ability to provide value to others. 6. They raise financially smart kids. Millionaires don't spoil their children with material things. Instead, they teach them the value of money, hard work, and discipline. For instance, they may encourage their children to get part-time jobs or start small businesses at a young age. They may teach them to invest early or save for big purchases instead of relying on credit. The idea is to pass on not just wealth, but the knowledge and skills to manage it wisely. Financial literacy is one of the greatest gifts a parent can give their child, and millionaires know this. 7. They set clear financial goals. Millionaires are planners. They don't just hope for the best, they work for it. They set clear, measurable financial goals, track their progress, and make adjustments as needed. They know exactly how much they need to save each month, how much they need to invest, and what milestones they need to hit to retire comfortably. Their goals act as a roadmap guiding them toward their long-term objectives. So, what does all of this mean for you? Here's the big question: would you rather look rich or actually be rich? It's tempting to chase the lifestyle, the luxury cars, the designer clothes, the expensive vacations, but as we've seen, this often leads to debt and financial insecurity. The truly wealthy, however, have a different approach. They quietly build their wealth by following simple, smart financial principles. So, next time you see someone driving an expensive car or wearing a designer watch, don't be quick to judge. They may not be as wealthy as they appear, and when you meet someone in a modest home or driving a used car, remember, this could be the millionaire next door, quietly accumulating wealth while others chase after short-term pleasures. Are you ready to start your journey toward financial freedom? If so, it starts with one small step. Change your mindset. Start thinking about what you can keep rather than what you can spend. And take action every day to build wealth, not to impress others, but for your future. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insightful book summaries. Thanks for listening, and remember, your journey to wealth begins today.